Hola, hola, friends. I hope you guys are doing amazing. So I wanted to talk about today's gospel and how it actually reminded me of a book I read this week. Um, so in today's gospel, we see that Jesus is telling his disciples, the garden is fruitful. You need just to go and sow and reap it, right? But there is a few laborers, so you need to ask for the Spirit to bring forth more laborers. Um, and I think it just reminded me of this book that I was reading, excuse me, and it's The Good Garden. I'm not gonna read it, but I will summarize it because it's a really good book. Um, the gist of it is there's this family, and this is Maria Luz right here. And she and her family have this farm or crop place, right? Um, and she was saying how, or she was telling the story of how their farmland it didn't have good soil. It was dying. They didn't know if it was they were gonna have enough food. So they were thinking of borrowing money from like this coyote, which is the guy that will let people borrow seeds or whatever, but he would charge them ridiculous amounts of um, like payback, and just it was a bad idea. So there was a teacher that came into town, and he showed the children how to make a garden that the soil was already drying, how to fertilize it, and how to make compost and just feed the land, right, and make it fruitful again. Um, and not only that, but also showed them like how to do terraces and just help the plants, right? Um, and it just reminded me so much of the gospel because Jesus was telling his disciples like, hey, I need you to go do this, um, plant the seeds, share the good news. And it's kind of what happened in the book. Towards the end, it explains how, like, just like the garden, that was dying, that, like the family was so scared of, were they going to have enough food? Were they going to have enough for the year? And it turned into like this amazing thing because of what the little girl learned from the teacher. Um, and then they were able to get food. They were able to actually get extra income. And then other farmers from other villages started to come and they started to learn, and they would take that to their villages. And so it was just like a little domino effect. And it like I said, it reminded me so much of the gospel because that's what kind of God is telling us to do. To go, and there's going to be times where people are going to say, no, I don't want to talk about this, no, but all we need to do is talk about um how just let people know like God loves you, God is here, God is real. So yeah, so I really recommend this book. It's a really awesome book. I didn't go too much into detail, but I hope you guys are having an amazing day. Bye.